Tonight, almost 4 years since Grenfell, the government's plan to help people living with dangerous cladding. Good evening. It's been 3.5 years since the tragedy of Grenfell revealed the true and shocking extent of how many other buildings in the capital were unsafe. Since then, thousands have been living in the knowledge that their homes could go up in flames. Many have had to foot the cost of repairs and 24-hour waking watches. Today, the Housing Secretary offered some relief, £3.5 billion to remove cladding from the most unsafe buildings, but only those over 18 metres. Leaseholders in buildings under 18 metres have been offered government loans instead, and there is no money for any other building fire safety issues or fire wardens. Our political correspondent Simon Harris reports. Well, the unsafe cladding affecting thousands of Londoners' homes was discovered the day after the Grenfell fire. Other building safety issues have been exposed by the Grenfell inquiry. It continued today with more evidence from the company that made the cladding on the tower. Rags Martell's report starts on pictures of a building on fire years before Grenfell. Well, Rags, the huge problems with building safety were revealed after Grenfell, but how far does today's announcement go to solving the crisis? Next, 2 weeks after underground tunnels dug by HS2 demonstrators were discovered near Euston Station, the protesters have once again gone to court to try to stop their eviction, and they have again failed. Well, Nithya Rajan is Surge testing for the South African variant of COVID-19 has started in parts of West Norwood and Streatham after a single case of the variant was found. And there is more on the latest on the vaccine on the ITV News at 6:30 after the World Health Organization has recommended the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine for adults of all ages. Here's Mary. Well, during the pandemic, pet ownership has gone up, but so too has theft, particularly of dogs. The Metropolitan Police say criminals are exploiting an increase in prices and demand for puppies during lockdown. Now, there is a campaign to make dog thefts a specific criminal offence to try to deter those intent on profiting from other people's pets. Our senior correspondent, Ronke Phillips, reports. Still to come. But first, love it or loathe it, it is Valentine's Day on Sunday. This year, like everything, it's different. Instead of restaurants, it's meal kits to cook at home. Instead of picking up a box of chocolates, it's deliveries. And for businesses, that has presented new challenges and opportunities. Ria Chatterjee reports. Next, when racing driver Billy Monger lost both his legs in a crash back in 2017, he wasn't off the track for long, and now he has taken on a huge challenge for comic relief. The 21-year-old from Surrey. Can I just say what an impressive trophy selection you have behind you? But this is a pretty big one, isn't it? How are you feeling ahead of it? Are you nervous? Is it quite daunting?
Yeah,
You had your accident and you went through what you went through and you came back from that. Do you feel, as a result, just a stronger person all round? And do you think that will give you the determination to complete this challenge in the time that you want to do it in? It was going to be one of our questions. A lot of people are going through a very difficult time at the moment. What's your mantra for positivity, for getting you through everything that you could share with people? Now, in a year when so few people have been able to see their grandparents or children, this reunion is all the more special. David Taylor, who's 81, was lining up for his vaccine at the Excel Centre. He got to the front of the queue and saw his granddaughter, Charlotte, a midwifery student, on her first day doing jabs. Well, they hadn't seen each other for a year. After a quick catch-up, she gave him his vaccine. Martin Stew spoke to them both. Oh, Sally is here. And before we get the weather, you have some amazing photos to show us.
Yes, the Natural History Museum, when it reopens. Right.
So, Sally, last in your series at London's tourist attractions.
I know, get the time of year to do it, but
maybe.
We didn't.
Oh, my lovely. Oh, that is it for now. We're back with the latest after ITV News at 10. Coming up, Mary with the ITV Evening News, but from me and the rest of the London team, bye-bye.